Hey loves, and welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. So let's go ahead and get into it. I have a love message from your person. I will be pulling from this deck here just to see how your person is currently feeling, how they are currently viewing you and or your connection, as well as any other important messages that they may have for you at this time, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get a very clear and concise message directly from their heart space. Okay, so the first message that we have here is, I can't pretend anymore. Yeah, Divine Feminine, I'm getting that you've met your match. Okay, there's a masculine in your energy field that is making you want to put your guard down. You're the type of feminine energy that doesn't have to play hard to get because you actually are hard to get. You may walk around in the world with a certain standard or a certain air about you. Your energy is coming through as someone who's very, very regal, but it's in a subtle way. You don't have to tell people what your boundaries are, or you don't have to tell people how to treat you. You just have this natural energy about you. And there's a masculine in your energy field that is really, really making you want to put your guard down. This is someone that you find to be very, very attractive, very, very charismatic. But outside of all of that, there's something very, very gentle about the soul of this masculine. Something that makes you want to know who this person is, you know, where they come from, what it is that they've been through. There's something really powerful about the eye contact that you and this person share as well. Like you can see something inside of them that maybe they don't show everyone else. But when it comes to your heart space and when it comes to you opening up in love, this is something that you take very, very seriously. You don't allow everyone to love you. You know, you have very, very firm boundaries set in place. And for a lot of you, this could be due to things that you went through in your past. You could have had a lot of different experiences in love, and it's kind of molded you into the person that you are today. So the fact that someone is even on your radar like this, or they even have you feeling like, you know what, I can't even pretend anymore. This is a big deal for you. Okay, it's almost like you can't even contain what it is that you feel, but I'm just getting really, really powerful heart chakra activations when it comes to this masculine. So something about their energy feels safe to you. And you've been at this place where it's almost like you're kind of admitting this to yourself, which is even surprising to you, Divine Feminine, because I'm getting that when it comes to your taste, you have a very, very particular taste in masculine energy. Not everyone can get your attention, but there's something about this masculine that literally alerted everything in your being that something about them is different, or there's something about them that makes you extremely curious about how this connection would be or how it would play out in the future. Okay, so yeah, someone definitely has your attention, Divine Feminine, and I'm getting that this is way beyond the chemistry. You've gotten to this place in your life where, of course, you want to attract a person that is, you know, attractive to you and easy on the eyes, but you really, really look for the soul of a person. And more importantly, how that person kind of naturally meshes with your energy. You're not in a place of force at all. Okay, so when it comes to your love life, this is something that you have to allow to be seamless. And this person is kind of fitting into your world in a way that's really, really making you want to put your guard down, which is not normal for you. The way your energy is coming through, you are a very, very bold, very focused feminine energy. You could be focused on your career, on your creative endeavors. There's something about your aura where it feels like there's almost like a protective shield around your aura. And there's only a certain type of energy that can even get through. Okay? And you're wondering if this person is embodying that type of energy. that you are really, really open to and really, really attracted to. Let's get the next message here. So the next message that we have is, I thought I was over you. I'm getting Divine Feminine. This is somebody that you may have prematurely walked away from. Okay? And this energy, this person's energy has stayed with you. And that's why all of this is kind of catching you by surprise, because this doesn't usually happen for you. It may even be making you a little bit emotionally sensitive when it comes to this masculine, because now you're wondering all of these things. They're making you question your own judgment. You're in this moment where you're wondering, what if? What if you would have responded to this masculine's advances? What if you would have taken this connection farther than what it is right now? And you're beginning to wonder why. Is there something deeper? Okay. But yeah, there's something very firm in your energy. I don't know if you saw something early on that made you pull your energy back, but I feel like this is someone that you have tried to get out of your system. And for some reason, they keep showing up. And it keeps showing up in a really, really subtle way, and it catches you off guard. So this is a type of thing where you could be walking into a room and you may hear someone say this person's name, or you could be reading a book and this person has the name of one of the characters in the book. It's just really like their energy keeps sneaking up on you in a sense. And every single time that it does, there's like a physical reaction that you have to this person. It's like every single time you come in contact with their energy, you're stopping yourself like, I thought I was over this. I thought I was over this person. Or it's like you're really, really trying to figure out why this person's energy keeps getting through to you when you're not the person that falls for people easily. And this is so interesting because that type of demeanor or that type of energy usually comes through for the masculine. But I'm getting that this is a trait that you have. You don't allow people to get into your heart space easily. You don't fall for people easily. You may not even be at a place where you go out into the world and you're just looking for love. You're the type of feminine energy where love has to find you. Like I said, there's something about you where you're not playing hard to get. A lot of people may mistake this about you. They may feel that you have a very tough exterior, or that you play hard to get, or that you make things hard, for masculine energy, but you really, really are protective of your heart space. You understand that when it comes to opening up in love and allowing someone into your world in that way, that's a serious thing because it can really affect you. It can affect you spiritually. And I feel like you have this process that you put all of your potential mates through. And for some reason, this connection may have ended prematurely. Maybe you walked away, or maybe you just wrote it off as, this person is a friend, or this person is a colleague, this person is a stranger that I see in passing. But for some reason, you're beginning to feel like you put this person in the wrong category because their energy keeps coming through for you. Yeah. Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have here is, why won't you admit the truth? Okay. So if you're resonating with this message so far, I feel like this is the root of why you are feeling this way about this person, Divine Feminine. This is someone that has never really expressed how they feel about you. And you're not used to that. Okay, you're used to a certain level of treatment when it comes to your connections, when it comes to your relationships. And the chemistry in this connection is so powerful. This could be something that initially felt very, very intense. But because of where you are on your journey, you're not allowing certain things to enter your energy field without you knowing the absolute truth about it. So although you may have never expressed this to your person, that's what your aura is sending out to this person. Why won't you admit the truth? Why won't you admit how it is that you feel? And the way that this masculine's energy is coming through in your energy field, it's almost as if this person is in the same position as you, Divine Feminine. This person has that same type of aura. This person is in that same place in their lives where honestly, they're not looking for love. This person could be building, their spiritual awareness. They could be working on their finances. They could be working on their personal lives in a way where they're allowing the divine or their higher power to alert them, to let them know when they come across their person. But anything else they see as a distraction. This is something that the both of you have in common. So whether you know it or not, you're in this energy where you're kind of sizing each other up. There's something very, very patient about your energies as it pertains to really opening up your heart space to a person. So when it comes to like the beginning stages of really peeling back the layers and allowing someone to come into your space, this is something that you both pay very, very close attention to. It's almost like you're looking for something. You're looking for red flags and you're looking for green flags. But this was definitely a connection that didn't really get the opportunity to get off of the ground. It feels like it ended prematurely, or there was like this initial spark and then the spark kind of went out, okay? But for some reason, it really feels like the both of you feel that you have one another in the wrong category. You keep going back to this energy. You keep wondering why you haven't expressed what it is that you feel. There could be a lot of tension when the both of you get around one another as well. So much so that it would completely make sense for the both of you to state the obvious. But for some reason, you're holding back. And it's because the both of you have this really type of regal kind of, protective energy over your heart space. And you don't allow people in easily, okay? It's almost like you're waiting to see something. You're waiting for a different type of confirmation other than what's in front of you or what you see in order to move forward or in order to allow a deeper level of access, okay? So I feel like this is what your energy is giving off, Divine Feminine. Why won't you admit the truth? You know how this person feels about you. It's pretty obvious. But this masculine could say the same thing about you. I'm getting it's in the eye contact. It's in the nonverbal cues, your gestures. You have no idea how the both of you begin to feel nervous in one another's company. And you can see it. You can spot it almost instantly. But nobody's admitting to how they feel. Okay. And in a way, it's kind of making this connection feel even more intense, but you would never know this based upon how the both of you present. Okay. The both of you are, have really, really tough exteriors, I'm getting, meaning that you don't let people in easily. Let's get the next message here. Yeah. The next message that we have is, you really shocked me. And there's heavy masculine energy coming through with this card here, okay? Divine Feminine, if this masculine were to be completely honest about how they view you, they don't really know what to think of you, okay? You're not what they expected at all. And this is speaking about emotionally. You're a feminine that could be feeling so much emotion, but you still won't flinch, even in their presence. You really do not give this masculine the satisfaction of knowing how you truly feel. And this could be a defense mechanism. This could be an area of your life where the way that you present yourself is totally valid. Because the way your energy is coming through, you have been through things in love. This is an area of your life where you had to go through a lot of trial and error or a lot of tests. I'm also getting that you know things about the masculine energy that the average feminine doesn't know. And I'm even getting ego. So Divine Feminine, you know that if a masculine is operating in ego, they have the potential to do a lot of damage when it comes to relationships. And being that you're the person that's in close proximity to them, you would be the person that all of this energy is directed towards. So when it comes to you opening up your heart space, I keep getting that that's something that you do not take lightly. But this masculine is not used to that. Because they've been operating in the world, maybe they've had similar experiences in love. They're used to a lot of feminine energy is just opening up to them willingly. They're used to feminine energy that is much easier to penetrate emotionally. But you are not like that at all. And they know this because they test you a lot. Okay? I'm getting that this person may throw things out there. They may say things to catch you totally off guard. This could also be the reason why you pulled your energy back prematurely, because you picked up on this kind of testy energy from this masculine. And maybe it rubs you the wrong way. But for some reason, there's something about them that keeps coming back into your energy. And it's almost like the universe is subtly, bringing this person into your awareness. And it's making you wonder why. But if you're wondering how this person truly views you, they're shocked by you, because you are not what they expected emotionally at all. Okay? And this masculine has tried to rattle you, and you never respond in a way that they are expecting. So every encounter with you is shocking. I was picking up on this. Like when this person is in your energy, they never know what you're going to say. And it's almost like you have them on the edge of their seats waiting for some type of interaction with you. Because of the way that you navigate yourself emotionally, you are a very emotionally intelligent feminine energy. And this is something that is not very common, or it's something that this masculine is not used to running into. Because they present in a way that may be really, really stoic, they oftentimes encounter feminine energy that will just open up and just say anything, and express themselves in ways that may take this masculine aback a little bit, but they're used to it. This is how they are normally interacting with feminine energy. So you are completely standing out, and it's by way of your demeanor and your confidence and also your knowledge, okay? You are someone who is very, very smart. I'm also getting very cultured. So you've seen a lot of things. You've been around a lot of different people. But specifically when it comes to masculine energy, you have a lot of experience in this area. And it's from being observant, from you really paying attention to not only things that you've been through in your life, but things that other people have experienced as well. And it's something that you don't take lightly, okay? You view your life, your energy, your heart space as sacred. And because of this, people may, assume certain things about you from the outside looking in, that you're standoffish, that you're no nonsense. But if this masculine were to describe you, they would definitely describe you as someone who is rare, a very rare type of feminine energy. Okay, let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have here is, I don't know the real you. And there's a dual energy coming through with this card here. So like I said, this is how you and this masculine are viewing one another. But when it comes to this masculine energy, they're really, really questioning you a lot, Divine Feminine. And it's because they see you as a challenge. So it's like the more they realize that they have to get to know about you, the deeper that their interest in you grows, because you are standing out. It's almost like you just stick out from the crowd because you're not rattled emotionally. They're not used to kind of not getting their way in this area of their lives. They're used to saying something and having a feminine energy immediately try to defend themselves or maybe overspeak or over-explain. You're not like this, okay? Your energy is very, very regal. You're very calm. You're very poised. You have this energy where you allow people to think what they want to think, because you know deep down that if a person doesn't have access to you, or if they don't have a certain level of information, it's for a reason. So this is literally driving this masculine crazy, where they're trying to get past the exterior with you. This is why your person may say certain things to you, may ask you certain questions. There's a lot of curiosity coming through with this card here as well. This is also someone that just sits back and thinks about you and thinks about your interactions. So if you feel their energy really, really heavy at this time, it's because this person is thinking about you too. And honestly, it's because you bruised their ego a bit. You don't respond to them. You don't give them the satisfaction of penetrating you emotionally in a way. And it could be because of where this connection is right now. Maybe you feel like you need to know more about this person. Maybe you feel like it's too early on for you to get rattled in this way. But this is someone that wants to know the real you, okay? So they may definitely put themselves in positions where they can see this or they can have access to this. And Divine Feminine, when it comes to your energy, this is why you're apprehensive about this person. It's because you know that there's so much more to them that meets the eye. And you can't help how it is that you feel physically and emotionally when it comes to you being attracted to this person. But it's almost like you need more. You need more of a confirmation. You need more of, a verbal affirmation from this person when it comes to who they are, what their truth is, what it is that they're looking for. You could be a very, very mature feminine energy where you know that once you enter into a connection, it's almost like a contract. And whether you know it or not, there's something that you are agreeing to spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. And these are the things that you want to discuss prior to going deeper into this connection. Instead of you already being in the connection and waking up one day and realizing that either something is incompatible or you both have two totally different ideas of love. So it really feels like where the both of you are emotionally and mentally is really, really similar. But the way that this is being expressed could be kind of different. But the one thing that you have in common is that the both of you feel that you have one another in the wrong category. And it's based upon what you've seen from one another on a surface level. But there's like this deep desire for you to know the real them and for them to know the real you, okay? And this is why you can feel a lot of this energy. This is also why it's almost like you're admitting to yourself, okay, there is an attraction here, but what else? Let's get the last message here. Okay, so the last message that we have is stop pulling away from me. This sounds like a demand, okay? This is a demand from this masculine, either energetically or this is something that this person is going to say to you. This is someone that wants you to know that they are a safe place. They also want you to know that they can see right through you, Divine Feminine. So even though you may be clear in your actions, your energy doesn't lie. And the energy in this connection is very, very telling. This is also a masculine, like I mentioned before, who's very, very self-aware. So they also understand their power and they're aware of what their own ego could do to you, Divine Feminine. But because of the way that you have presented yourself, you've already been set apart in their mind. But they're waiting for you to give them some kind of sign, any kind of sign, to show how deep your interest is. So Divine Feminine, you may not be aware of this, but you're actually controlling the pace and the flow of this connection. This masculine is like eagerly following your pace. But deep down, there is a part of them that wants to kind of take the lead in this dynamic. So in a way, it's almost as if they want you to surrender with this card here. So they've been doing things, very, very subtle things, to let you know that it's safe. But they know that ultimately it's up to you. This could also be why the universe is kind of subtly putting this person's energy in your mind, making you think about things, making you consider why it is that you cross paths with this person in the first place. All of this feels intentional. You also may be a feminine energy that is really, really spiritually inclined. So your spiritual team knows that in order to even get your attention to focus on a person, they have to send you little signs or put this person on your mind in a certain type of way in order for it to even pique your interest. So if you've been wondering what's going on behind the scenes or what's happening or unfolding in your love life, there's a masculine energy that has a very, very strong attraction to you. But there's also a lot of healing energy coming through. So this is a connection that may not only catch you off guard, but it may shock you as well. Because the way this energy is coming through, you and this masculine have a lot more in common than you think. And this could be based off of your past, but it's really showing up in your demeanor and what you're choosing to show one another. You both have this like cautious type of energy when it comes to love. But for some reason, you both have one another very, very curious. So you may be really shocked, Divine Feminine. I don't feel like this masculine is the only one who is shocked as it pertains to how therapeutic or how easygoing this connection may be once you really, really allow this masculine to see you. Because they are definitely following your pace, okay? And they're paying close attention to you because they want you to send them some kind of sign. So while you may be receiving signs from the universe, this masculine is really looking directly at you to send them a sign, you know, some type of gesture, a smile, something, small talk, any way for them to really peel back the layers of who you truly are and to get past your exterior. Because them being in the same position and kind of living their life in the same way, they know that that's not a small thing, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you resonated with this message, please be sure to hit the like button on the way out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you are a member on Patreon, I will be heading over there to pull 3 more cards just to see what else is coming to fruition with this connection here. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.